Alright, so here's another addition to my custom series of reviews. I think that I'm going to just, whenever I do a custom, do a, video just talking about it, how I made it, showing it, and then put it, under like custom, number or whatever video it is. So just so I can kind of have like a little custom series. If you're looking for custom reviews of mine, you can just kind of find them all in one place. I think I'll put them in a playlist. So just wanted to say that before I started this review. So now let's go over this custom. So this is a fairly easy one. This is just an armored Red Skull. I came up with this idea because when I was putting together my big Avengers pose, which I posted the day Avengers came out, I wanted Red Skull in that, and I thought it might be cool to have him in a more articulated form. So I started thinking, what if I put his head just on an armor, see what that would look like. And as I was looking around, I decided not to do that, to go with the normal Red Skull, but I still thought that was a neat idea. So I did eventually find an armor that fit pretty well, just in the body size, as well as the head had the same type of size ball joint, so it fit on very nicely. And yeah, so I decided to do that. And so basically I put the head on this guy and I painted it. No other work other than that. My customs are usually very easy. I never sculpt anything. It's really just swapping parts as well as painting, which I'm very happy about. And usually I do 3 3/4 inch figures, just because I think that line is kind of dead, so if I can try to keep it alive a bit, that would be great. So overall, here it is. I'm very happy with this. I like it a lot. The armored version of Red Skull, I really don't know too much about it. I know that like in some forms it's like where he very much looks like a skeleton type of face, but he's got purple armor. So one thing that I really liked about the original armor that I used is that he actually had purple accents, so I could leave those and just to give it a little nod to like that type of armor that he has. And then there's also an animated TV show where he's got completely black armor, as well as I've seen some other forms of him where he's just in like completely like black kind of armor. So basically I left the purple as a little nod. I love the arc reactor look that they had in this original armor anyway, so I left that. And then they've had some silver bits, kind of on the side here, and I left that. So basically that's what I left, and then everything else that's black I painted. What wasn't black was, what is black right now was see-through. So it was kind of like a see-through stealth kind of armor, which, was an interesting idea, but I wanted it all to be black, just because that's the kind of armor Red Skull would have. So I painted everything. I left a few see-through parts, mainly at the joints, because they're kind of interesting, so it's kind of nice to connect them. And with the feet, I've only painted a couple panels here, just this panel, and then the sides of the foot, and this back panel right here, black, just so you can kind of leave some of the see-through parts, because it's kind of interesting. But other than that, I painted a lot of this black, and I really do like the way it looks. I was going to say something, but I can't remember for the life of me. Oh, this armor, this is from the Iron Man 2 series, but it's from like their when they like changed the series a bit, they made like a Armored Avengers kind of line from it. I can't remember, but the Hammer Drone was one of the figures in that wave. And then this was another one. I can't remember his name, the armor's, what they call the armor. I apologize for that. Hopefully I'll put it in the comment, or I'll put it in the description, just if you're looking for this type of armor. But he fits really nicely. Like, I tried him on some other figures that the head fit on perfectly. It just didn't look right. This one actually looks good, and I do like the way it looks a lot. I like the design of the hands on this armor. I don't know why. I think that they just look really cool. As well as one of the hands being open is really nice to put the Cosmic Cube in. I think that that'll look awesome. I need to find my Cosmic Cube that came with this guy. And have him hold that. I think that would just look terrific. So eventually I'll do that. Also the white, there was no white on this guy, so I did put in some white there. I painted all these. There was like these dots on this armor that had, that were just purple like this, so they blended in and you couldn't see them. I decided to make them kind of pop by painting them all white. I painted the repulsor white, and then same thing with the dots on this side, of course. And then on the back, he also had those dots, which I painted white as well. So yeah, so overall, a really simple custom, and just a neat idea. I really don't know too much about an armored Red Skull, but I've seen it, and that, that was enough to get me to do it. I do like Red Skull a lot. I've got a bunch of 3 3/4 inch Red Skulls, so it's just great to add this to my 3 3/4 inch Red Skull collection. So yeah, so I'll show you the Red Skull that I used to get the head from. It's from the Captain America 2 Red Skull. Overall, that is a wonderful looking head sculpt, and I think that it looks even better on this one because it doesn't have like any shading or anything, which, you know, is fine. I would have liked it to have some shading for the movie one, but for the comic one, it looks more comic booky, so I like it like that. And then just another comparison here is just the Red Skull from the first Captain America movie. So yeah, and then I've got two other comic book 3 3/4 Red Skulls. So overall, nice, pretty easy custom to do. Pretty fun, and I liked it a lot. I don't have a second one of this armor, but I really don't care too much about losing this armor, so I don't plan to rebuy it. I think that I'm just going to leave it like Red Skull, so I don't need another one of that armor to have it in the armored form. So yeah, and the Red Skull is extremely cheap. I paid, like the next morning after I checked and it worked, the head sculpt worked on this body. I went and bought one off of eBay, like with shipping. I think it was like $5.50 or something super cheap, so I got that in, and then gosh, I am losing my trail of thought today. I was going to say something else, but I can't remember for the life of me. Overall, very happy with this custom, though. Oh, one thing, that's what I wanted to say. This armor actually has 2 left feet. It's something that's very annoying. I guess it's just on mine. And, yeah, that was something that when I first originally got this, I never noticed. Because, you know, I got this back in, like, 2010, so, you know, I didn't know too much about toys back then. But, so, yeah, that's one little annoying thing. But overall, I think it looks fine. So yeah, there you go. That's my custom video for the Armored Red Skull. Thanks so much for watching.